Chief Health Inspector at the Grand Port District Council.
Thank you, Professor. Good morning. Well, I'll try to catch up on time so that we get maximum comments. So we have heard a lot of waste, and we can talk a lot on waste as a resource. So I'm from a local authority. I've got some colleagues there. We know our people, local people, and we know what is the problem with collection and transport of waste, plastic, e-waste, construction waste. But today I'll try to concentrate with a few slides on what are the challenges if we opt tomorrow to go on segregation of waste, sorting of waste at source, and collection. So, next slide. We have to know that formerly, people were just burning their waste as a backyard. Then there was ox carts carrying the waste to open dumps everywhere in the villages. We move on with regulation, and finally we got vehicles, and we got our only sanitary landfill, which is at Moscow. But it is now time now to move to a next level. So the present system in local authorities is that we collect waste regularly, once weekly, in some places twice weekly, at household level. And it is done either by in-house service from the council or by service providers. So these waste are collected door to door and transported to transfer stations, then landfill site. So the services offered, among others, under the supervision of health inspectorate cadre, the sweeping of roadside, regular collection of solid waste according to a weekly program of work, collection of electronic and bulky waste during campaigns, collection of, which is very important, post-cyclonic waste of the cycle, special end of year service. Actually now the waste has increased a lot, religious ceremonies, and we also have ad hoc paid service where people are cleaning their yards and they want service. So next, we've got 4 municipal town council, 1 city council, and 7 district council on the first map. And there are the transfer station, 5 of them, and yellow is our only sanitary landfill. So there is no doubt that there is a need for segregation of waste. So why? The population is increasing, houses are increasing, the standard of living is increasing, the complexity of the waste is increasing, and waste is increasing. And all the panelists have said land is scarce, and we've got only 1 sanitary landfill, and its capacity is almost at its end. And solid waste management has a direct incidence on greenhouse gases, causing global warming and eventually climate change. So, what are the challenges if we opt and if we go for the segregation of waste in process? First and foremost, we have to have a continuous education of the public. So, for a sustainable approach, to management of waste, including sensitization and incentive towards waste reduction and segregation. So this process should be continuous. We have to find the funding for such a project. We have to provide sorting bins to all the inhabitants. We have to ensure that we have the critical mass of recyclables for recycling company to be profitable. We have to have the adapted vehicles for collection of separate recyclable and transport them to the recycling companies. We have to provide eco bins in different places of the island, and we have to have a national strategy for these 2 big problems in Mauritius is e-waste and construction waste. So the funding that has to be earmarked is with regard to transport, vehicles, the bins. So we have approximately 325,000 households in Mauritius. We have to find funding to place eco bins around the islands. and we have to have enough labor force for the collection of this waste. And for this to happen, as local authorities has in its law, we have to collect this waste. We have to set up a dedicated team at local authority level. So the team should be a section under the public health department of each local authorities, where health inspectorate cadre will have a lot of responsibilities. One would be continuous health educate the population about the need of sorting the waste, ensure distribution of bin, supervise the separate collection of the sorted waste, enforcement of regulation, liaise with the recycling companies, the management, personal management, etc., management of vehicles, and this has to be on a daily basis. So, for this also to happen, we need to do a certain amount of reforms. We have to introduce new legislation for segregation of waste, which should be mandatory for both household and commercial, for both at household and commercial level. Setting up of depot for recyclables on region-wide basis, including construction waste and electronic waste. Creation of regional compost plant for biodegradable waste. Provide incentive for companies to set up recycling plants. Provision of more adapted waste vehicle to local authorities. Provision of more labor force to local authorities. If you can move to my last slide, so this one, it's just, I wanted to tell you where there is a way, there is a, where there is a will, there is a way. So this is a project that has been implemented first in the District Council of Campo. So we made a project, we identified fund, we got fund. So we started with 35 eco-bins to collect PET bottles. So these PET bottles are collected on a monthly basis. This caters of 2 meters by 2 meters by 2 meters. Every month it's filled in the villages. And because the company don't come and collect it, so the council take it and go to the company to sell them. And with the money collected, we are doing some environmental project for schools. So we have reached roughly 65,000 rupees just by selling these bins. So eco points can be placed in different villages for collection of recycled waste. So, Professor, this is thank you for your attention, and it is now time for action. So I will be very pleased to listen. We will be very pleased to listen to your comments now. Thank you.